somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. To return, it's Cam Sutton. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Rudolph now to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receiver.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Rudolph off play action. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Rudolph. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
They go play action now. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Rudolph. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top, over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A strong running. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more, sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Detroit,
Rudolph going to lead the
Detroit.
Steelers up now, 1st and 10.
Gun.
Rudolph on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On the counter, here's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rudolph looking to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. That will be caught by James. The big tight end has a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they're
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he finds McDonald. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Play action. It's Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown as time expires in the 1st half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his 1st catch, and it's good for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
They'll go again with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Watch it now, Barney.
Rudolph. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They go play action with Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for... Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 51 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now, once again, the Steelers here, they're going to line up to go for 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more. But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Jackson on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of and
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not going to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Rudolph off play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Forced out to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that doesn't it?
Yep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them. But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.